Hi guys, it's Crystal with Design Bundles. Today I want to show you guys some tips and tricks for Sawgrass Creative Studio. So let's go ahead and get started. Tip number one, I wanted to show you guys, did you know that you can cut these out in shapes? So say for example, I've uploaded this background. You're going to come right over here to Elements, scroll all the way down until you find Shapes, click on it. So any of the ones that you see like this, so say for example, there is a circle, we have a heart, there's a couple different hearts, ovals, stars, all sorts of things, right? So let's go ahead and do a heart. So if you click on this like so and you bring it over your pattern, make sure it's going to come all the way over your design. You can make it as big or as little as you would like. You just want to make sure you completely cover your entire design. So what I want to do is change this from black to white. So I'm going to come over here to fill color and we are going to change that to white, just like so. So if you go to hit print, now it's in a heart shaped, because if you know with sublimation, it does not print white. So it's going to perfectly cut out this heart for us. So when we go to press this, we don't have to cut or trim or any of that around it. When we go to press this, it's perfectly going to be in a heart shaped. So that's tip number one. Tip number two. Did you guys know that you can upload your own font? If you come over to text, which is right here, you can come over to uploaded, click on it here, and then click uploaded font, and then you're going to be able to add another one. So here is a few fonts that I've recently downloaded. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Georgia Sunrise here, and we're going to choose for upload. And it's going to add it right over here to the side. So now when I need to use this font, I can click on it here and start typing. And then I can size that out however I would like. Another thing I want to show you guys is you can come right over here to outline color. So let's say that I want to do a purple. I'm going to come right over here, and then we're going to come right here where it says stroke, and we can add a offset. So you can see that here. So we can add an offset to our design right here inside of Sawgrass Creative Studio. Another thing is you can definitely arc this as well if you would like. Another thing when it comes to fonts is you can come right down here where it says effects, and you can do some really cool stuff. So say for example where it says invert, if you click this, we can totally change the way that this whole design looks. Tip number three is using custom canvas. So custom canvas can be found right here at the bottom, and I really encourage you guys to definitely use the custom canvas when it comes to getting very precise measurements for your project. So say for example, I was making a mug and I want to make sure I'm going to get that perfect design from top to bottom. I'm going to come to the custom canvas. I'm going to come over here and change it to inches right away. And then I'm going to put in my exact width and height of my mug. So say for example, my width would be 9 inches and my height would be 4.5. I'm going to hit create. So now everything that is within this dotted lines is 4.5 by 9. So if I put a pattern in here, for example, and I scale it out, so you can either do that here where it says scale, or you can grab your squares here and do it right here. So anything that I put inside of here is going to be that 4.5 by 9, and if I go to hit print, I'm going to get the perfect measurement every single time. So whenever I go to wrap this around my mug, it's going to be from top to bottom. Tip number four is using favorites. So this little heart right here is going to help you find those images that you use more than others very quickly. So say for example, here's all of my designs that I have uploaded. I can hit this little heart right here and it's going to turn bright pink. So anytime I come to my galleries, I can come to favorites and it's going to pop right up there. So I do recommend when you have a design that you're going to use over and over again, definitely add it to your favorites to make designing a whole lot easier. Tip number five is creating folders for your designs. So say for example, either you have a small Etsy shop or maybe you are even local and you do multiple projects for multiple schools. I highly recommend creating folders. So say for example, if you do cheer bows, you do Etsy, you do, different designs, Mother's Day ornaments, whatever it may be, have those folders. And then within those folders, you can have other folders, or you can just have all of your designs. So if I click on one, so say for example, we're making a softball cheer bow, so I can click on this and be ready to print it out right away. Or for example, with this one, I can quickly change the information so that way I can print it out for multiple people at different times. So let me go ahead and show you how easy it is to create folders. So you can come right over here to save, and maybe you're already saving this to, say for example, Etsy or Mom. But if you need to create a new folder, you would come right here to create new, click it, and we're going to name it. So say for example, this is going to be my State Fair t-shirts, and I would hit OK. From here, I would go ahead and name my design. So let's just say this one is Rodeo. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on State Fair and save. So as you guys can see, here's all of the designs right inside of there, or maybe even my cheer bows. I can quickly click on them from here, or once again, you can go to start creating and you can get to those right here under creations. So right here, I can click on State Fair, click on my t-shirt and bring it right back up. So now I'm ready to print it again. So those are my 5 top tips and tricks when it comes to Sawgrass Creative Studio. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.